Okay guys, we are back with another gameplay and commentary video. We are starting over on Hogwarts Legacy. We started loading up some of these videos to the channel Sans commentary, and it just seems silly to continue to do so, we're just going to start fresh. Going to create a new character. The cat's meowing at me. Shoosh. We're going to start with a female character for this one. I've done 3 different characters. I haven't gone through the game 3 different times. Don't say that what I'm doing. I've gone through the game 1 time all the way to the end of the story, 2nd time, and halfway through. The last one I started doing for just the gameplay videos with no commentary. I'm not even like a quarter of the way in. I don't know, an hour, 2 hours into the game. So we're gonna start fresh. We're gonna do a female witch for this one. We're going to do a Slytherin because that's the only house I haven't done yet. I started with a Gryffindor. I went to Ravenclaw after that. No, I'm sorry. I started Gryffindor. I went to Hufflepuff, and then I went to Ravenclaw, and now we're doing Slytherin. Okay, so we're gonna make a little more interesting character this time. We're gonna mess around with the hair a little bit. I'm going to see if we can make it a more standout character than generics that I've been using. What do you think? You like that? What are we going to do for hair color on this one? Trying to make a character look a little better. My first character, I tried to make it look like me, and it looks like older Harry Potter, and it sounds like Harry Potter, so it doesn't look anything like me. It's hard to make characters that look like an old dude. Minimal hair that's gray and kind of brown. So this one we're going with a character, looks like she's been through a little bit here. We gave her the grayish white hair on here. We're going to give her a little bit complexion there for freckles. We're going to do a scar just to make her interesting. Right? Give her a little something extra to make it look like it's just not generic character number 2, which is what I think the first one I'm playing with looks like. I mean, it was a great run-through story on that. I loved playing this game, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody here for it'll technically be the 4th time playing, but it'll probably only be the 2nd time I go all the way through the story again, because it's a long game. And if I'm going to do videos for you guys and commentary, I'm probably not going to have time to do this again, because we do have that Star Wars game coming out on the 28th of the month that we want to do for you as well.
But I could very
I've not
well
played the previous game, so that's going to be a little confusing. And then we have Breath of the Wild the month after that, which is just about 2 weeks after Star Wars comes out. So let's see how many Star Wars videos we can get done before we have to start doing Breath of the Wild videos. If we have to do them either alternate days or two videos in the same day, you let me know down below what you think is best. Every other day, a Star Wars game and a Breath of the Wild game. I mean, I have 2 weeks to do Star Wars videos, so hopefully I can knock out most of the game in that, unless it's incredibly detailed like this one is. I won't be able to get, because I tried not to make the videos too long. Now, this video that we're doing right now is 30 to 40 minutes. I know that's a long video to sit through, but trust me, this is getting most of the early story out of the way. You know, your character being picked up and taken to Hogwarts and learning some spells and everything. There we go. All right. There's Professor Fig.
It appears we are almost ready to depart.
All right.
It's
and we're going to run into Professor Fig's friend. Professor Fig's friend. Oh my god, I couldn't say that.
Professor.
Well,
all right.
I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly
to
a second-hand wand.
Major storyline.
You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
I don't want to talk too much.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
There he is.
Oh, Eleazar! George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your findings.
Introductions, flattery. We're going to get on that carriage and take off
slightly on my first try. Gave quite the
nice gem that they put in this. A nice callback to the TV book.
When I received your owl, I must say
movies and books. They didn't do a TV series yet, but I think they're going to do a TV series now for Harry Potter again. I know
We
they're
had a
saying
start of term feast and a sorting ceremony to
each
get
season
to.
will be a
Wonderful
book,
idea.
but I
As long as your
really
young
think they
charge
need to do
doesn't mind me
animated on that.
tagging
I think
along.
that makes more
Not at all,
sense.
sir.
People age out of
After
the
you.
roles too quickly, I think, if you do a
Ages since I've been to the
series.
castle. Would be
But
good
we'll see
to
how it goes.
Old
You never
pile of
know.
rocks.
I am partial to the movies because I just love those movies. Nothing against the books, don't get me wrong. Books are great. Here's a nice callback. I got distracted when I was telling you about. What's pulling this cart? I'll give you a hint. It's invisible for a little while, and then it's not invisible anymore. Bad guy. Alright. Let's do this thing. Alright, you like to look at a character? Tried to make it a little more interesting this time. I know a lot of people play. Do you make bad choices with your character? I've been very what's the word I'm looking for there? Reluctant to do the bad decisions in the game. I don't think it makes that much of a difference in your story overall, but I try to make good decisions with my characters. I'm not looking to start a evil wizard character. Even Slytherin, you know, Slytherin gets a bad rep, guys. Not everybody in Slytherin's a bad wizard.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm
We
starting
are a
school
fifth
as
year.
a fifth year.
That doesn't happen very often, except it happens at least 3 times in the span of this game. In the past, you'll see blah blah blah. Spoiler alert, sorry.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other fifth years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen
What you got?
this?
Newspaper? Creepy.
I
Truth
have.
or gobbledygook?
Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the
That
ministry,
can't be good.
I believe he is a significant threat.
If you play this game
And
before, you know
it
what's
was
going to
your
happen.
wife
If you've
Elizabeth,
never played the game,
who alerted me to
hold
his
on tight.
activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about
And of course,
his
if you're
activities.
watching me do this, spoilers
Before I
for
could
story
respond,
all
I
over the place, obviously, but at this
received
point,
this.
if you are... I haven't played the game
It
by
was the
now.
last thing she sent me earlier.
You're going to be surprised by just
It
about
came to me
anything.
via
Okay,
her
here's
home.
your magic
But with no correspondence.
container. I don't know
No
what they call it.
issue.
But she had to get rid of it quickly.
It's made out of
to keep
goblin
it
silver.
safe.
Presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal.
I find it hard to not talk during this, which is... I shouldn't be, but
I don't see a glow.
I feel like I should be talking.
Nor do I.
But I also feel like I should be letting you watch. Or listen. Ooh, shiny.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait!
Dun 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 dun! The key! Oh crap. He got eaten. And here we go. Now we find out what's taking that carriage through the air. We've seen death! Thestrals! That's a nice touch, huh? I love that. I love that half the carriage is still flying. Torch. So the guy apparated, our carriage got destroyed. The Thestrals, I hope, are still okay. Alright.
The key!
Drop the key.
Give me your hand!
Accio! Chomp. Well, the good news is we did not get eaten by a giant dragon. Bad news is we landed in a cave.
Are you all
I
right?
don't know why I didn't notice it at first. I thought
You're hurt.
he apparated,
Perhaps a
but it
bit.
turns out he was port keyed.
Take
And
this.
I know she
It's
says
Wiggle
we're,
World
or he
potion.
says we were
That stuff will
portkeyed,
right you in a
but just
second.
never, I never made the connection that they were not apparating. Here's some medicine. Wiggenwald is what they call this, just so you know. For healing up, you are going to need this while you play the game, so
I can't believe
I didn't make Wiggenwald
hell
all the
got into
time.
that
I
damn
found
thing?
enough on my own.
Attacking
I
a
will tell you
carriage
this,
mid-air?
when you get to the end of the game,
A
make
typical
sure you
dragon
have a
would
big
never.
stock of Wiggenwald potion, because you don't want to run out.
Where are we?
I'm not sure. But
I'm
that
being
key you
meowed at.
discovered was clearly
Sorry.
a port key.
He's hungry.
An item enchanted.
You can't play the game,
that
sir.
taps it to a specific place.
You don't have thumbs. You do have a nice tail, though. Don't sneeze on me, please.
I'm feeling better, sir.
Sorry, cat
If you'd
conversation.
like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay
It
close.
is almost his dinner time,
We've
but
no
he's going to
idea
have to
who
wait a
created
little
this
bit.
port key.
You're not starving,
Why?
Meatloaf. His name is not Meatloaf, he's just the shape of a meatloaf. Alright, here we go, out of the cave. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous game, by the way. Beautiful. I love the way that the design, I mean, it took too long to come out for my taste because I really, really wanted to play it. It is not, that's not a complaint because I just wanted to play it so bad that it didn't come out fast enough for my liking. But, come on, look at the results. And if they do downloadable content for it, oof.
And now George died in pursuit of
This will never get old for me.
If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind
If you've played this game before, let me know down below in the comments if
Absolutely,
you can
sir.
revisit this spot after you've got a broom. I've never tried, to tell the truth. I'm not even sure where it is. Obviously, because you don't, you don't just come back here for any reason in the story.
Where do you suppose
So I
your
wonder
words
if you
got
can
the
just
port
fly
key
to it when you get your unlock your broom later.
Miriam spent
Alright, we're going for a run.
evidence of a long-forgotten form of
Talking too
ancient
much.
magic.
Tell me down below in the comments. Next video, I'll try not to yak as much, but
Yes.
there's a lot of
A
story and
powerful
not
magic
as much
wielded by a
gameplay
rare
in this
few.
first video,
Seems to have been lost to time.
so I get bored and I get chatty.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself
Yeah,
a stronghold of
gorgeous.
that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key.
At least if I'm talking too much, you can
but
read
I
the
am
captions.
certain
That
it
little
was
circle in the
without
middle, by the way,
search.
that's something I
Oh,
found
there's the path down below.
trying to turn
This
on
way.
to make it easier to find hidden items and pages that you'll discover later when we get to that point. And
Miriam wanted to understand why such
well, when you do
powerful magic
Revelio and it
disappeared
goes
from the
ding,
wizarding
it
world.
gives you a little
Spoke of the
context
good
clue
it
on the
could
screen.
do.
It's for people who
But
are
magic is no different than any
disabled
power.
and such
What
for
really
hearing
matters
impaired, such
is
like
the
that.
one who
But it is
wields
handy for those of us who are having a hard time finding
Is that
items.
ice?
It's not cold enough here.
See how it
appears
says
to be
like
a
the
sort of
text where it
enchantment.
is and gives you a little
Someone
hint of
wanted to
footsteps and
block
sounds,
this
stuff
path.
like that.
Let's
Alright,
see some
here
of
is
that
a
one
big
word
magic
you were
ice wall.
practicing.
It's not really ice. I
Focus
feel like
on the
they say
center.
ice, but I think it's like obsidian almost, don't you? And we're gonna break it. Magic obsidian? They say ice, but is it cold? I don't know if they actually say that. Oops, slidey slidey.
That
Alright,
was a
let's
bit
go.
rougher than I'd expected.
I like to zap things for no good reason.
Your wand works improving with every cast.
Alright, where are we going?
Thank you, sir.
I know where we're going, I've played it enough. Oh man.
Ah, up there.
Look at that. There's a climbing spot. I do have to say, they put a lot into this game.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
Imagine if you had a big open world like this that was Pokemon. I know the newer Pokemon games are more open world than, but imagine if it was this
Steady
big
yourself.
and this detailed,
Reparo.
didn't glitch. Fix the bridge. Alright. Let's boogie on over here.
Almost there.
Nice. Look at this. Perfect ruins. Well designed. These game makers put in a lot to this, and they deserve all the credit in the world for what they put into it.
Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Nice mural. Let's investigate the mural.
It's a mural of some kind.
Alright,
Perhaps
there we go.
our host was a noted seer.
Relatively easy. Alright, let's boogie on over here. You can explore if you want, but I've done this enough. I know where I need to go. This is my fourth time
That
doing at least this part. I
crystallized
know I
stone
didn't play through
But what could it
all
be
the games on
blocking?
the other
What's
characters
this?
upgraded, so but I have played through this section in each one of those games, so I know what I'm doing at this point. I will tell you this, which is really funny, when you start battling here later in the game, you'll see some of it.
How
When I
odd.
first played through
Why
with
would
my
someone
original
have conjured
character,
that
I
enchanted
missed somehow
stone
that,
here?
when you do your
And how
Protego,
is there a room
somebody's
behind
attacking you
it?
and you Protego.
What
I missed the part where it said you could
I
hold
don't see
down
anything.
and
There's that
stupefy
glow
right
again,
after
like the glow on the
you've done the
portkey container.
Protego. And I think I played the entire first story with the Gryffindor, and I never Protegoed one, or never stupefied once. I Protegoed my brains out, but I never stupefied.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
That would have been a handy thing to know. I mean, obviously I didn't need it terribly because I made it through the whole story, but it probably would have made it a little easier if I could have stupefied once in a while. He's sleepy. Here's my question. This guy's stationed here for... I mean, it's not just him. There's a goblin posted here, he says, for hundreds of years. What does he do? He just sits here waiting for somebody to show up? They don't give him any, like, busy work? Because he's sleeping.
Welcome.
They don't
to
rotate them at
Gringotts
all?
Visiting Bank.
You know?
Vault
Hey,
number
this
12,
this
I
week is your
presume.
boring week down in the vault that nobody's visited for 500, 600, 700 years. We'll take turns.
key.
Every day there's a new goblin, something like that.
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
You're bad at counting, you have to go do this. I mean, it's a bank, so if you're bad
This
at counting,
way,
you can't be. You have to wait in the vault
Stay
where
close.
there's nobody. All right, bring up the cart.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
Going for a ride. Even this part's gorgeous too. I mean, just the detail and the way the cart maneuvers through here and the sparks. Look at that. That's just fantastic.
In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12.
I wish I had
As we
artistic
speak,
talent.
we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now
Beautiful.
Are private entrances to the
All right.
bank common at Gringotts?
Blah 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 blah
They
blah.
are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
You'll want to take a breath. A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments.
Went through the thieves'
It's a security
downfall.
measure.
Experience the thief's
Washes away
downfall
all
before,
enchantments.
have you?
That's a call back to Harry Potter.
These are the lower vaults that were passing
Is that
now.
the last one? The last Deathly
Vault number 12
Hallows
was
movie that they
commissioned
do that? I mean,
shortly
I
after
know it's not the
Gringotts
books
was
too,
founded
but
over 4
I'm talking about
centuries
in
ago.
the movie
Resides in
when
the deepest part
they're
of the
breaking
bank.
into Gringotts. That's
Slytherin, with quite a
Deathly
distance
Hallows
to
Part
go.
2. Alright, we roll up on this dude. Security guard. again, so I'm assuming this guy's further into it, so he doesn't just watch one particular vault, he watches
Vault
many vaults.
12.
So I'm guessing he's not
Momentous
as bored.
day.
But how many times does anybody actually try to break into Gringotts? I mean, it's one of the most secure places on the planet, according to everything we've heard. So you would think it doesn't happen a lot. And frankly, how many people are capable of breaking into it? There can't be that many people that are willing to try to break into
Professor,
Gringotts.
the armband
Sure, there's
the
some,
guard was
but-
wearing was glowing.
That's gotta be a
Like
boring
the glow we
job.
saw on the portkey container.
No, darker.
Unless it's
I
the
saw
same
that
dude.
same glow on the dragon's
Yeah.
collar.
Yeah,
There's
what
like
was
one
that?
super
We were just
duper
wondering
criminal
about
in
that
the
goblin.
Wizarding World, or like
The
five,
Hogwarts is over,
and they
the
all
oldest
die like
section
once a
of the
month.
bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
I would have got away with it if it wasn't for these meddling kids. No, wait, wrong guys. Alright, anyway. Alright, we're rolling up on it.
Here we are.
Here's our vault. He's gonna let us in.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Alright, here we are. We are in that vault. Well, we're walking into the vault, but you get the idea.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait,
We're locked in. Crap on a cracker. I timed that wrong, that's why that hand was so long.
Professor?
that was certainly unexpected. Let me
Now here's the
think.
thing, okay?
There must be something.
He's gonna teach us how to do Revelio. We'll talk about the thing in a minute. Well, let's go do the Revelio lesson first.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Okay, so there's obviously something over there. We can tell that, alright? Teaches us Revelio. Do.
A door.
We
Well,
reveal.
it's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say
Now we
we
go
are
through
about to
the
discover
magic-
the secret of this vault. Lead the
Whatever
way.
you call it. Magic seal. And it transports us.
Lumos.
There we are. Are we technically
This is
still in
no ordinary
Gringotts?
vault.
I mean, I know we
I
wind up.
suspect we will need to
We
earn
go
our
from
way out of
Gringotts,
here.
we go
Do you
into
mean
this
earn our way out? Do you
other
think this is
dimension.
some
How
sort
about
of
that? Are we in
test?
another dimension?
I
Magic
do,
dimension?
but to what end I can't
Because we do
say.
wind up
Stay close.
after we're done. We
There
go
will be
back
no
to Gringotts. I mean,
separating if
spoiler,
things
but
go poorly.
that's where we wind
Not
up going.
out of Gringotts.
We wind up back in the same vault. Not for long, but we do wind up back in the vault. Where is all this taking place? Is it a magic? I mean, is it part of Gringotts? Because that's a lot of space to take up. Or is it, like I said, is it a magic
I see something up ahead.
second dimension or
What is
whatever
it?
it is?
That glow again.
It doesn't take
But
up any
on
space
the
at all
floor.
because it's out of sync with the rest of our dimension. I don't know how all this works. I'm not sure everybody knows how all this works. Or, the people who made it.
When I moved towards the glow,
Alright,
suddenly it
now,
seemed
we
as if
need
the
to
ground
learn
was
another
swirling about.
magic spell here. Which
Are
one do you
you
think we should
alright?
learn?
Yes,
We're
sir,
going
I'm
to
fine.
learn
You seem to
Lumos.
have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in
Alright,
the
so
floor.
It is. The
revelioed
reflection's
this
still
night.
there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the
He
direction of the
moves
light.
with the light. That's when
Perhaps
he's
you
like,
should
hey,
cast
I
Lumos."
better teach you this spell. Which is great, don't get me wrong, he definitely should teach us how to use the spell. But why didn't he just move? Oh, I don't like, because he can't see the light. What am I saying?
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection
Sometimes
is
I
turning
ponder
towards
out
me.
loud and I answer my
It
own
does
questions.
follow the light.
Line them up and clang. Oh yeah, we're in for it now. By the way, this is where they. I think it's right here that they teach you to stupefy. Is this the one? You hold down Protego, and if you hold it down, you'll cast a stupefy. It's in this general vicinity anyway. There am a lot of these knights. Now, since I discovered, I think on my second playthrough, which, again, I didn't go all the way through the story on the second one. I think that's the one where I was like, oh crap, I can hold down Protego and stupefy right after. That's when I started doing it a lot, because hey, it's handy. You don't have to actually wait for the game to teach it to you. As soon as you start Protegoing, just keep it held down when you come out. Spin move, stupefy. You don't always, and it's not always, you're not always stupefying the guy. A lot of times, actually, you're not stupefying the guy that hit you. You're Protegoing against the guy that attacked you and stupefying who you happen to be targeting at the moment, most of the time. Alright, we got everybody taken care of. Turn on your Lumos. And crap, we lost him.
Professor?
So now what dimension is he in? Alright, follow the magic light.
This isn't good.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow. Lumos.
Alright, we are in another room.
Revelio.
Revelio.
I suppose I'm on my own this time.
Pooh. It's gonna be the same thing again, isn't it? And now I'm by myself. Now you gotta line up all three at the same time. See those crossroads? Just let them all line up together. Bing, bing, bing. These guys want to fight, and they want to fight quick. Alright, see that? Protegoed him real fast, stupefy the other guy. Protego. Stupefy. It's that easy. Okay? The only thing, yeah, I know it's the beginning of the game and they haven't touched anything. I really wish we had at least Incendio at this point. I mean, I understand why, but man, make things a little better than just tap 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 tap. When do you use your super move? Have they given that to us yet? I don't think so. Yeah. One more. This dude's just gonna bide his time. Is that everybody? Alright. And follow those. Here we go again. Okay. Guys, this video is about 7 minutes away from being over, so that's not too bad. I promise the rest of these videos will not all be this long. Some of them run a little longer, obviously, for certain parts of story and such like that, and exploration, when you gotta do trials and stuff like that. Unfortunately, they are gonna be a little longer. I'm trying to squeeze them down to more consumable videos. This one is exceptionally long, but I'm trying to get us all the way to where we need to be. Here is the pensieve. Okay. We don't know it's pensieve, but he's about to tell us that. Hey!
How did you...
So here's my question. Was he slotted into another dimension, or did we just kind of push him into the future?
I don't know.
Makes you think.
I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensieve for viewing memories. I wonder...
Alright, let's try these memories out.
Follow my lead.
Here's an interesting thought. You put your face in there, and you experience the memories. How do you breathe? Or does the memory go by so fast it doesn't matter? Always thinking. Alright, here they are. These are the
All is in place. The portkey is well
keepers,
hidden,
are they called?
perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created
We got
may be impossible to follow.
Rackham,
It will only
Rookwood.
be impossible for one who cannot see traces
There's,
of ancient
there's
magic.
more. You've
as
got
I
these
can.
two.
your ability to see what others cannot will not
Headmistress,
be
who's not
enough
in this
personal.
portion, and then there's one
We
other
are
guy.
entrusting the
I
one
think
who
there's four.
embarks on this path with
I can't
powerful
remember both the
secrets,
fourth
with
guy's name.
knowledge
But,
others will do anything
They don't
to
make them
obtain.
easy to remember, like
Yes.
Joe
And if you are
Steels or
correct,
something
Charles,
like that, you know?
The
So
ritual wizard who completes
Not
the
gonna just
trials
pop
will
into
have
my
proven
head,
themselves
unfortunately.
worthy of that knowledge and the responsibility that accompanies it.
But
We've done
basically,
all we
they're
can.
setting up these trials so you can view their memories of previous events. See what happened
That's
with
what
their
you're
ancient
seeing.
magic and
The
your
glow
connection to ancient
that
magic
surrounded
and
them.
things like that.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been
Alright.
dormant for centuries.
We have got about 4
And you,
minutes left in
it
this
seems,
video, guys. We're gonna
Are the
wind
key
up
to understanding why.
going back to the vault here, and surprisingly,
Someone's coming.
there's the door.
Who were they?
I don't know. But
I'm guessing-
sir,
I don't know.
you shouldn't be in here.
We were in another dimension, then we slid back into this dimension. He was already in the dimension, but where did the other door come from? I don't know.
Ranrock.
Anyway, here's
Seems
Ranrock
my
and
reputation
his
precedes
guys.
me. I was
He's gonna
beginning
try to make
think
some
no
vague
one's
threats.
ever gonna
This
visit
guy that took us to the
Ravenloft.
vault is gonna be like,
And
hey,
why are
but
you here?
they're allowed to be
No
here.
need
Blah,
for
blah, blah,
that.
blah. Anyway,
Just
you get the idea.
Give
Alright,
me
guys.
whatever it is
We
you
are
found
coming to
here
an
and
end
let
of this video.
bygones be
I
bygones.
said that already, but now I really mean it. We're coming back. We've got
Sir,
4 minutes left of
They
video.
have the key to the vault.
We're gonna upload every day, obviously, of the
wisely.
I only
Hogwarts
know
Legacy.
that
I know it's Harry
the
Potter related,
instructions
but
to
it's
Vault
Hogwarts
12 were
Legacy.
quite clear.
We're gonna do one every day
Sir, I must
for
insist.
at least
I was to
until
grant access only to one with the key, and you
what's coming out first. Star Wars is coming out first, so we'll do at least a gameplay video every day until the Star Wars video comes
have
out,
no patience
or the Star
for
Wars games
playtime.
comes out, I should say. So then we'll either
Now,
do only Star Wars
where
videos,
were
or
we?
we'll alternate depending on
I'm
how
not
many
giving
I've
you
got left to do.
anything.
Alright,
Well,
if you enjoy
perhaps
gameplay,
your
commentary,
young friend
walkthrough, whatever you want to call
will
this
be more
kind of
helpful.
thing, let me know down below in the comments, like and subscribe. What else would you like to see on the channel? Guys, we do food videos, we do taste test, we do unboxings usually every Saturday. We have a toy of some sort unboxing. We do toy hunt videos every day. There's usually 3 to 4 toy hunt videos. We're not doing as many as we used to because of gameplay videos are taking up one of the slots, but the channel really needs those kinds of views. So we need to do some gameplay videos. We need people to watch the gameplay videos. So if you enjoyed these, let me know. If you want to see something specific, let me know, because the channel needs the views. We have the sub count that we needed. Thanks to all of you. We're on our way up to that super goal of monetization. Hopefully that will happen for us. I'm enjoying doing these videos just like it is, but you know, if we can get to that point, that'd be amazing. Oop, teleport. Do. Guess where we are. Alright guys, that's it. I'll let you watch this final part with no more commentary.
I've never seen so powerful a
We're
goblin.
good. Enjoy.
He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.